Alright guys, so it's the very next day and I got the Honda CRF450r dragged into the shop. You can see I got all of my body panels put on the bike. I'm going to pull those off and kind of get this thing ready to put the motor in. But I wanted to address the swing arm and pivot bearings on the suspension linkage for the rear. So let's go ahead and start pulling off body panels. Alright, so I have everything off that I'm going to really need to take off. So I'm going to have to remove my rear shock, break those pivot bearings loose, or the pivot assembly, break it all loose. Rear wheel, I do need to take this off. I have a brand new sprocket that's going on here. So that'll be good. Replace the OEM one, I believe this is. So that'd be cool to replace. So yeah, let's get to work. Okay, so I'm getting ready to take these bolts out, the Allen heads. So I got one of those, and it takes a 14mm wrench. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about that I realized is, people, you need to pay attention to your back wheels. They're very important. If one of these come apart, it could kill you. But some of these spokes on here are loose and some of them are tight. So I'll show you the difference between a loose spoke and a tight spoke. So this one seems pretty tight. Hear that? That kind of ting. That's pretty tight when you got that. But this one over here, see how I can move it up with my finger? Hear how it has a kind of dead flat sound versus that. Let's see, where's another set? Over here, we have a really bad one versus this one. Nice ting. This one, that is one really loose spoke. So let's go ahead and take a minute and tighten up all these spokes so this rim will be okay to ride on. And the way you do that, you could either use like a crescent wrench. It would take longer, or you could use a spoke tool. You can see it just has little slotted grooves. It will slide over that and it will be good. So let's get tightening. Okay, so I think that will work beautifully. Big improvement. It's aluminum sprocket, so it won't have quite the wear that this one will take. But you got that bling factor, so I think it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the bike. Alright, so there's a few reasons why I pulled this off, and one of the reasons is I need to grease the bearings and just make sure they're okay, because it's quite an old bike. Another reason is I need to replace my chain slider. It's actually worn through on the bottom. Yeah, so it needs to be cleaned up and replaced. So yeah, fun stuff. Alright, so I kind of went through all of these bearings, and the truth is a lot of these are just junk. The only one that really turned out to be any good is this one up here, and that's basically it. So I'm gonna have to order a kit and replace these, but I'll just run with what I got for now. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to call it for today. So I got the motor in the bike. Sorry I didn't get more video of this, but there's not a lot of room in here to be recording. Got a good amount of compression now, as you can see. Got my swing arm bearings, everything greased. So I just got to put this thing back together, and hopefully I will have a really nice running CRF450r.